Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you watch from. It's 8 o'clock here in the UK. I'm Stuart, and yes, you know, I've got my yarn shop, the Woolpatch, here in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK. And in the chat as we speak, producer Fizz is there welcoming everyone in. I can already see a few familiar faces. Hello Fran, hello Dinky Craft, Jennifer, hello Jenny. Good to see you all, and I'm sure more will be coming in as we speak over the next couple of minutes. It's Sunday again, and it's, boy, Fizz, it's been, nearly 5 weeks since our March show, isn't it? Because we came to you early March, because they brought Cologne forward to like March the 10th, we thought, well, we might as well do the Woolpatch monthly show in March straight after. So it feels like I haven't seen you for ages, but here I am, and sporting my finished object. It's perfect to wear today. The sunshine outside today was glorious. I think we're in for some nice weather for the next couple of days here in the UK. So it was just fitting. I am wearing a finished object that I've been knitting over the last month, and I've been knitting it in a beautiful yarn called Fable from the West Yorkshire Spinners, which you all know about because we launched it here on the Woolpatch show last November. It might have even been October. It was brand new out last autumn and winter. And it went down very well. And we had a sample from the West Yorkshire Spinners, this lovely colour work. In this colour, moss and cream, had like snowflakes. But I don't think it floated anyone's boats because it meant buying about 8 or 9 balls. And that made it to be a very considered purchase, which is unusual for the West Yorkshire Spinners as a commercial company. It's kind of just pushed the yarn out of a lot of people's reach. So I thought, you know what? It needs to have a simple slip over in it. So I thought I'll get knitting one because I want a slip over anyway, but it would be then in the shop to be used as a shop sample. And boy, it's only been in the shop for about 3 or 4 days. And it's already made the yarn sell. It's fascinating what having a shop sample can do to a product. So I'm thinking it will do well. And it's kind of rejuvenated my love for it because I did love the yarn. Because remember, it's completely British. British wool, British mohair, like I didn't know we had any, and British alpaca. But as I say, because it's a high-end yarn price, it's $13.95 a ball, did making a jumper a real considered purchase. Whereas this took 4 balls for a beautiful slipover. But as I was knitting it, it made me go, oh, I love it even more. You know when you have a yarn that you like the look of, so you think you'll go for it, and some, they just don't live up to the look, and you don't enjoy the process. Well, this was completely different. This looked stunning, and as I was knitting it, it made me go, I want to knit it more, and I want to keep it. So I'm keeping it in the shop for another season because they're releasing more yarns, colours in this. So I think come September, we're going to have a beautiful royal blue. We're going to have a great rust, and yes, the colour of this season coming, Bordeaux. So it's going to be there. It's going to be another season in it. And if you want to knit this, I'm going to show you all in a jiffy as I show you the shop, the show starter. Because I've been out, yes, in the garden, gallivanting around, filming myself. You'll get to see that. Let's see who's come in over the time. Hey Jan, good to see you. Anthony, hello. Emmy, hey, good to have you here. And loads of people coming in. Good to see you, James. Great knitter natter. Saturday at the shop yesterday. Hey Lou, I put the VE into the shop. I'm not going to show the shop window now because technically it's May, so we're going to be doing a VE Day show in May, and I'll show you then. Hey Teresa, good to see you. Karen, all good here. Evening Margarita, lovely to have your company. Oh, that's wonderful. Right, so Are you looking forward to seeing me in my garden? Let's go into it then. So we've got a little pre-record of this slipover in much more detail. So this is called, let's get it, where is it here? Oh, I did have it handy. The pattern is called Winslow by the West Yorkshire Spinners, and this is Fable, that beautiful yarn in moss. Oh, watch it and look out for the bees. How beautiful. And how beautiful is my crabapple tree? I love it. I love it to bits. But it's only beautiful like that for 3 weeks. Give me a shout in the chat if you have a crabapple tree or if you know of a crabapple tree. Yeah, Fizz is now going in my ear. What? I know. It's literally the blossom probably for 3 or 4 weeks. If you're lucky, if you get a windy day, boom, those leaves are gone. And then you're just left with the crab apples, and they tend to go a bit mouldy on my tree. I think it's probably got a disease on it. So I like the best bit is gone. But this moment now is definitely, I think I've said this before, it's my ultimate favourite part of every season. I love the snow in little amounts, so you can enjoy it. But there is something wonderful about spring, isn't there? That it's just that green, the richness of that fresh green growth, and then obviously all the blossom there. And look at that bumblebee. Fizz has never seen a big bumblebee like that before. What did you say yours were, Fizz? Little skinny old things. So there we go. Fable. Emmy says, is it super soft? Okay, I think that's hard to answer. I would say it's super soft. It's I have got a vest top underneath, so it's not against my skin. But when I have my arms and my hands against it, it is not in the slightest bit itchy, Emmy, at all. but I know everyone's opinion of wool and whether they think it's scratchy or irritating is completely different. The mohair is definitely not scratchy or itchy at all. Sometimes I find mohair more itchy. Certainly I would prefer a suri if I was going to have it perhaps around my neck. But the alpaca in this definitely softens it up because it's using, let's go to the desk cam. It uses Falkland wool. Now, you can imagine Falkland wool, it isn't like a, isn't soft merino. They are woolly, proper woolly sheep, but they're not rough, you know. It's good yarn to use for knitting. It's too good for carpets and things. But there you go. So you've got your British alpaca and your British mohair, and that's the colour I'm wearing, moss. And the colours in it are absolutely beautiful. And as I said, they love it so much they're bringing out some new colours in it too. The pattern is a lovely slipover pattern. There are many out there at the moment, aren't there, slipovers. It was a new pattern from the West Yorkshire Spinners. They call it women's stocking stitch tank top. I mean, a tank top is for anyone, really. You can see I have made alterations because from the rib to the armpit was 28 centimetres. Well, if I did that half my stomach and torso would be on show. So I went a whopping 70 to get it for me from armpit and down. And I like mine a little bit longer too. Everything else was kept the same, except the shoulder bit. Now, I've said this, I think last month, and certainly on Jimmy's show with Untangled. So if you haven't heard this, then this is a great tip. Usually when you're knitting flat, you would, when you're doing the shaping here for the shoulder, you would cast off so many, say 6 on one side, go to the end of the row, turn round, and then and you get these steps where to get it sloping upwards. And you would do the same with that side and the same with that side. And then you would do, obviously, the same with the back. And when I started to sew it up, I was like, oh, this... I couldn't get a nice join. Obviously, from a distance, you wouldn't have seen. And I was a little bit unhappy with that. So I ripped it back and I did a search on YouTube. And yes, of course, the doyenne of the knitting world, Roxanne Richardson, came up saying you can turn your steps or your stairs into smooth rows using short row shaping. So I did. I just went, knitted, turned around, came back, knitted, turned around and came back. And then, of course, because you're doing short row shaping, I had those stitches live and those stitches live. I undid the back to keep them live. Then you could do 3 needle bind off. And that's how I got, oh, you need to go this way, how I got such a beautiful line there. So I ignored the instructions and just did that. And Roxanne gives you a great tutorial on how to adapt the instructions to suit the short row shaping. And it is really straightforward. So a little tip, if you want to avoid that stairs and that awkwardness of sewing up, you can do short row shaping. Go to YouTube, check Roxanne's tutorial. And that's what I'll do. Oh, say again, Fizz? Oh, it's up there. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Guess the year coming up. So, yes. So that's the 2 modifications I made. Oh, no, 3 actually. I did twisted rib. I wanted to try the rib effect because sometimes 1x1 ribbing can look a bit like wobbly and messy, can't it? So I did twisted rib. So I knitted into the back of the pearl. Did anyone spot it? Let me know. How are we, everyone? Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, Gary. Lovely to see you. Just looking through. Good to have you here. Oh, Kiwi James is from Denmark. He's on his travels again. You've got to stay tuned because in the news section, we're going to see some of James's hats because he's been a busy bee. He's been a very busy bee. So you in Denmark now, is that your wind down from your big wool weekend, James? Oh, thanks, Karen. I say it's lovely, isn't it? My favourite time of the year for sure. Oh, you have a crabapple tree, isn't it? Just, or is it? Where's that for a tank top? I think it's the crabapple tree. Karen says we have some lovely blossom trees, but I know it doesn't, does it? I was saying earlier today, I said I wish nature, because obviously it's a purpose for bees, isn't it, to pollinate to get the fruit. But I just want the flower tree. Can we have a flower tree? I just want those flowers to be there all the time. Margarita says apple blossoms are the prettiest, and when they go, it's another bit of snow. It is. Yes, I'm just hoping that we're not going to have any wind for a week or so. Emmy says not like Lopi for sure. Oh no, definitely not. Oh, far from it. Absolutely far from it. It's a joy, pleasure to knit with. And Kiwi James says Denmark is amazing. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's a brilliant video. Just type in under Roxanne's, when you're on her page, go to a little magnifying glass to search her videos and just put in shoulder, I think it's shoulder seaming or no more stairs or steps, something like that. Okay, right. 8:15, time for our little bit of fun. Now, you're going to love this because it's, well, perfectly planned, this show, of course. But I know many of you have probably seen the news that Brooklyn Tweed is no more from a yarn point of view. More of that coming up in the news. But Brooklyn on the mind. Get ready to see this next Brooklyn. You are going to be amazed. You have got to guess the year when this Brooklyn pattern came out. Very early one from Martin Story and a very early one from a model called Eddie Redmayne. Okay, right. What is the year of the pattern? Now, not how old Eddie is. This has got in there already for 2004. What are you going to go for? When was this pattern repeated? I know, I'm a muppet. What are you going to go for? Come on, pop them on the screen. When did this pattern come out? How young is Eddie there? You could give 2, actually. Maybe we'll give you a bonus point if you guess the year for how old Eddie is. Gary's going for 1984. Jenny, 1999. Jimbo, 2003. Susan. Hey, Susan. Jenny's going for 1985. Margarita, 2008, 2002, 2007, says Lou. Anthony, 1995. How old are you thinking Eddie is? Daniel. Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. Daniel is a new member. Did you see it at the beginning? We welcome Daniel and Amber as Woolpatch YouTube channel members. In fact, as I look through the chat there, Fizz, how many W's have we got? They are nearly all W's, which is wonderful, isn't it? Not that there's any pressure if you're not a W. It's just lovely to see. It's a little extra support to the W's. It's as if you want to come into the shop and buy a ball of wool once a month. Or you go to the second tier and it's like buying 2 balls of wool once a month. Your support is greatly appreciated. I know many of you aren't local and you've often said, oh, how can we help out the shop? Because I can't, I'm not buying anything at the moment because I've got it in my stash. Well, this is one way you can. You can join the Woolpatch channel members and then you get the W next to your name. The W's change colour the longer the member you are. And gold yellow, which is our colour scheme, is a year-long member. It's the longest one. It's the last badge you can get from YouTube. And how many golds have we got there, Fizz? It is a lot, isn't it? So welcome, Daniel. It's great to have you here. Oh, Lou, that's how you get a W. That was perfectly scripted. And no doubt, oh yes, you know how good producer Fizz is. She has put it in the chat as well. There you go. You just click on the link. Wonderful. That's seamless, hey? So, The Year of Brooklyn by Martin Story with a very, very young Eddie Redmayne is... Oh, I've disappeared. Where have I gone? Let's just do this and then boom. There we go. On a wide angle there. Yes, 2004 Brooklyn came out. Eddie was 22. That picture, 22. Who would have thought? I would... Hands up. Let's do a poll. Did you think Eddie was like 15? Oh dear, it's amazing, isn't it? Yes, I know, Karen. Yeah, absolutely. 22. He looks 15. I know. Talk about baby face. Annette. Oh, I'm just looking at the poll. Are you Sunday vibes excited? 88%. 12% if you aren't. Oh, is it because you got work tomorrow? Brilliant. Fantastic Beasts, yes. He's done some amazing movies over the years, hasn't he? Wonderful. Well, there we are. A little bit of fun. And more about Brooklyn Tweed coming up later in the news. Right, let's just have a quick look down at our schedule. Oh, it's Lavenham Blue. Now, this is going to be very exciting. Remember, I've always said on YouTube is kind of the shop's virtual email newsletter. I can think of nothing worse than sitting at the computer writing an email newsletter. Now, there are some people who are fabulous at newsletters. I have subscribed to some shops and I get an email newsletter from the lovely Julie, who has Wool Zone in Oakham, guaranteed to get one every Sunday evening around sort of 6ish. And it's lovely to read, but I hate writing them. And I think it goes back to my school days. I was never a writer at all. English lessons, no. Give me art, give me drama, give me something creative, music, anytime. And that's why YouTube works for me, because it's that creativity. Making the films, editing them, finding some music, doing some links, making it look pretty as well, you know, all that stuff. So I've always said that YouTube is the equivalent, the visual newsletter, and it works a treat. So we do it once a month, or sometimes we do more. And I've always said for Lavenham Blue, the announcements will be made here first. So you get the first special treatment. So everyone here, you're going to get first sight of the Lavenham Blue 2025 collection, because it's back from the mill. And I went to the farm to get it. Now, every year, it's always a new farm too. So what will be the reveal? I have a pre-record. I've been to the farm already, edited all together. It's a little bit longer. It's about 3 minutes because I've got some bits where I'm talking to the camera and showing you. And then it will come back to me and I've got it here. So here we go, the first stage of the Lavenham Blue 2025 collection, and you're going to see it. Oh, I love it. We love it. We're now into the mood. You ready? Sit back with your cup of tea or whatever it is you're drinking, or your coffee or your evening, your little tipple, and get excited about what you could potentially be seeing in the shop in a couple of months' time. On the farm, down in Hadley, again for the second year running, to introduce to you the 2025 Lavenham Blue collection. It's a beautiful sunny day and we're here in Hadley. Look at it, isn't it amazing? And for those who were watching last year and who invested in the 2024 collection, you're probably going, I recognise that place. Well, yes, because you're right. Because for the first time ever, we've come back to the same farm for a repeat collection. Last year's collection was double knit. We've sent this year's collection off to the mill and have asked for 4-ply. We usually have 4-ply, and it was nice to do something different last year and go for double knit. But without a doubt, 4-ply weight is more popular. So we've gone back for 4-ply. But we haven't just gone for 80 hanks. We have sent most of this flock off because it's a really, really big flock. Look at these beautiful fields. Now last year, we sent the brown ones off as well as the natural ones. And the yarn had a slight marl to it, a darker colour, kind of like a porridge, oatmeal, and it was double knit. Well, this year, let's just send off the white fleece and have it as 4-ply. We've got it. Roz, the shepherdess, has just dropped it off. She's busy working over there. Give us a wave, Roz. She's hard at work. This is the first time seeing the Lavenham Blue Collection 2025. And it is unbelievable. Look at that. How buttery yellow is that? Let's just change the camera. Oh my word, look at it. So buttery yellow and so soft. So this flock is entirely Rylands. Some of those lambs that you saw last year, because we did some filming during lambing, well, we had their fleece too. We put them to one side. And in fact, did you say, Ross, it's mostly lamb's wool this year? Yeah, it's all lamb's wool. Oh, so all those lambs, we got their first fleece, so it's softer than ever. So really, really lucky to have the lamb's wool. So that's why we wanted to come back, to have the lamb's wool, have all the whites as well, so you can really see the blue, and have it 4-ply. And look at it. Can you see that yellowy butteriness? That's what the Lavenham Blue Collection is always about. Finding local flocks, local sheep, and having local. And you continue to invest in local and you love it. My heart just bursts when I see those lambs. And it also wants to, yeah, definitely. Just spice things up a little bit. I'm loving looking through the chat during that pre-record. Emmy says he's just a baby, yeah. Susan, who is Eddie? Fizz says thought he was about 16. And Dana, hey Dana, good to have you here. He talked about the sweater shoot, did he, on an episode? Oh, might have to go and then Google that. Gary, yeah, I know. You made him very old. Oh dear. Now, I have, where's that? Let's do this. I have just put it here and I'm in a sheep's pen. Look at it. See what I mean? I'm not lying to you about that buttery yellow. It's phenomenal. Absolutely. And yes. Oh, it is just magnificent to know that that was in a field last year. But it was the lamb. And this is the thing. It is much softer. Okay. I know in the past, it is well known for the Lavenham Blue collection to be, how would Jimmy say it? Toothy. And I love that expression. It's fizzy, as you just said in my ear, spidery. This is not. It's still woolly, but boy, Fizz, when you touch this, you will go, oh, that is so much softer. It's obviously still not a merino, but you've got to think, it's all those little lambs that we saw last year and that you just saw there. Obviously not those ones because they've only just been born. But their first shear as a shearling, it is so, so soft. Yeah. Well, Fizz has just been talking to my ear and has said, will the colour affect how the Lavenham Blue takes it? Well, perfect timing, Fizz, because you didn't know this. I have got one here. Shall we have a look? I'm going to sneak it under the camera. How well it's taken the Lavenham Blue. Get ready. I want to hear gasps. Look at that blue. Look at it. Look at that blue. And I think there is even some really, is there some really dark bits? Look, yeah, you can see some really dark bits there. Let's go back to a long shot. It is just amazing. And yes, it is more blue because we don't have the porridge nature of the colours making it darker. So if you have the 2024 collection, you'll have noticed the blue was less saturated. It was darker, so it looked more sort of deeper, but it wasn't as saturated. A great look, and it was nice to experiment with, but we knew deep down people prefer 4-ply. It just seems more people are knitting at 4-ply fingering weight. So we just had to go for it. So we've got over 150 hanks. I have never dyed that much before, you lot. I'm going to be busy. I know, a busy bee, Fizz. Absolutely. I'm normally only dyeing between 60 and 80 hanks. But because we had so many lambs and the flock was a big flock, we decided to go for it. So you can see it there. The pre-order. Oh, I've pushed the button. We want the disco again, don't we? That's my mouse, that's why. Let's do that. The pre-orders will be opening in the next month's edition. So if you want to get it, because each year, as you know, by the time I finish dyeing it around May, June time, you get first dibs as supporters and YouTube viewers because you like the email newsletter, and then it goes into the shop for everyone else. And so you get first dibs on it of when the pre-orders will open, and it will be May's show. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm loving all these. Oh, I can hear you across the waves. Karen's, oh, Susan, beautiful. Ah, Fran saying lovely. Dinky, Jennifer, nice. Oh, I can't wait. Emmy, fabulous. Oh, phenomenal. Margarita, it's beautiful. I can see a pair of mittens. Oh, it is soft. If you love real wool and you know what lamb's wool is like, you will appreciate the softness for sure. Absolutely. Anthony says, fantastic. Wow. I love it. Amazing. Do you dye it? Absolutely. It is just me, Anthony. It is me using classic indigo vat procedure. It's not synthetic. It's not just some acid. Not that I'm dissing the work of indie dyers. It's because they do more than, I'm not saying just, they do way more, but it's a completely different process and different skill set. So you have your vat, you get it up to the right temperature, you put in, you strip away the oxygen. In the olden days, that used to be with urine. Obviously, we're not in the olden days anymore, so we use a chemical to just to do that. And then when it's right, you then dip the yarn in. You dip it in that colour, Anthony, would you believe? Yep. You dip it in that. You wait 8 minutes. You pull it out. And before your eyes, it goes yellowy, greeny, and it turns into blue. It's amazing what it does. You wouldn't. Every time I pull a hank out, it never ceases to amaze me. So yes, all dyed by me, 1 or 2 hanks at a time. If people, during the pre-order phase, if you wanted to do a jumper quantity or a slipover quantity, say 4 or 5 hanks, then you would just leave a little message and I would then get a bigger vat and dye 4 or 5 at a time. But most people tend to buy them as fades because I do different as the vat goes through. The amount of woad in the vat changes, and fades just naturally occur. There's nothing clever from me from that point of view. One of the fades is one of the easiest things to do. This is why I marvel at acid dyers on how they create fades, because they've got to work even harder about getting the measurements between the amount of liquid and the amount of dye stuff that they're using. Whereas for me, by the end of the day, the dye vat becomes much more exhausted with little woad in it. So therefore I get light blue. Whereas at the beginning of the session, which this one was, that was the first dip of a fresh vat, meant it was beautifully dark blue towards a dark, I would say a dark, like Simpson sky and a little bit darker. It's very, very hard to get like navy. It takes an awful lot of woad. It would make it too expensive. It would make it like 40, 50 pound a hank for dark navy. Yeah, I know. I just heard Fizz just gasped then in my ear. James says, are you going to offer... Well, of course, I will indeed, James, because people want those fade kits. In fact, Fizz, did you have a fade kit last year? She does, yes. And it's nice to have the natural. So I will be saving some for those fade kits. Emmy says, sign me up, take my money. Dana, an indigo dyeing video would be wonderful to see. It is amazing magic. Well, do you know what? I think we'll have to do a live one out in the garden. Now I've got this really cool new camera. We could link it up because it worked in Germany. We could do a live afternoon one. Actually, that just reminds me. Fizz, I only thought this earlier and I thought it would be good to ask, just out of interest, if we were to do a week show, I would be a week, yeah, like a show midweek. Oh no, no, not Fizz. Fizz was just thinking 7 days. Oh my lord! If there was a show midweek and a time, what would you prefer? Now, do it from maybe not midweek. It could be a Saturday or Sunday. But is there a different time slot that you would like? Obviously, in the evenings work. But Mondays and Tuesdays I have off, so we could do like well, Fizz would be asleep then, I think, though, wouldn't you? No, in the afternoon. Yeah, probably. It's just interesting. So if you would like another show at some point at a different time slot, just let us know. We're just doing some research further down the line. But yes, Anthony says a live would be great. Yeah, we could dip it, we could pull it out. We could talk about it and we can have questions about it, couldn't we? Right, only 9 minutes over, Fizz. We're going to go to the gallery. Before we go into the gallery, though, say again. Oh yes, V80. Just a quick talk about that, and then it will be the ad one. Here we go. I've just looked at my schedule and realised we've still got to do the competition too, so I need to stop talking. So a quick plug about VE Day 80 coming up. Your bunting is amazing. We've had it coming in from all over. Margarita, your bunting came in. Your card made my heart burst and also made me cry. Powerful words from Margarita, and I'm not going to share them with you. I'm sure many of you could understand perhaps what she had written on a postcard. It was beautiful to read, Margarita. Thank you very much. Very touching. And also from Emmy from Minnesota, crochet bunting from Emmy. It's beautiful. And of course, all across the UK. From people here in the chat, as I see. Karen, Fran, and all with lovely notes. So Fran, yours is up, Rex is up, and Karen, Ernst Tweedy is up. The bunting in the window. I'm not going to do a bunting reveal as of yet. Come back for May. And you'll see it for May's Woolpatch show. But next, is it next week? No, it's the week after, isn't it? So we've got all of next week. I'm still editing and planning, but the Tuesday, which is in the middle of the VE Day 80 celebrations, Monday is the bank holiday here in the UK. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, the BBC are doing an amazing concert Thursday night. I think Zoe Ball is presenting it and it looks amazing. The set looks amazing too. It's outside in Royal Horse Guards. It looks incredible. Fizz will put the links in there so you can find what's going on here in the UK. But Tuesday night, I'm doing a live. I have been researching it for months. I am been so excited about doing it, to share the story of my grandfather, who was a desert rat and who was there in 1940 to 41 to 42, then the Battle of El Alamein in 42, then the chase across Egypt, Libya and Tunisia to chase out the Axis forces of North Africa. He then went up to Italy. He then went back to Britain to then do the D-Day, back to France and Germany. It's an amazing story. But for Tuesday, I'm just talking about the journey from Egypt basically over to Tunis. We've got some special interviews, pre-recorded interviews that I'm going to dot in, pepper in. We're going to be live so we can share your stories, and this is where I would love some homework. I'm going to set some homework for you. We want your tributes. We just want to celebrate as many people as possible. Fran and Karen have already kind of given me their tributes, and Margarita, they were written them down on the paper when they sent through their bunting. So I'm going to transfer those over. So don't feel you have to write those out again. But anyone else, Fizz will drop the link into a little Google form. We just want to read your tributes out. You could just say, my grandfather, he was at Bletchley Park, or he was at the home front because he was too old. He or she, my mum did this. Was it a wren? All these things, whatever. Doesn't matter about fighting. It could have been any type of serving. We want to, as the show progresses, we just either want to put them on the screen or read them out and honour them all, because it's a celebration show. Normally, Remembrance isn't in November, isn't it? It's more poignant. It's more about looking back, and it's not as celebration as this is, VE Day. It is very much bigging up the end of the war, freedom for all across Europe, and celebrating what these people did. Because the more I've looked at what my granddad did, I just can't believe it. And he's just one of one troop, of one regiment. And in that regiment were hundreds. And you had chefs, you had drivers, you had photographers. It just blows my mind about what they did. So we'd love you to join in and watch. If it's not for you, don't worry, because it is just a war. Is that me putting in just again? It's a war show about the desert rats and about the Second World War. So it may not be your cup of tea. Spread the word to someone, though, who may be interested. I would love that. So there we go. Oh, thanks, Emmy. It's the Italian nose. Look at it. You can see it. My granddad was half Italian, which makes my mum... No, Fizz. Fizz says how old was I? Looks like a school photo. Well, that's very kind. You're saying I'm looking really young. Would you believe, Fizz, it was just 2 years ago, that picture. I know, 47, when I went to see Carol and I had a little photo shoot with her. But yes, it's my Italian nose. So that makes me is that a quarter? My mum, he's half. My mum's a quarter. No, it's an eighth. I'm an eighth. There we go. Right. Giveaway now. Here we go. If this works. Where's my wheel? Here we go. Yes. Here we go. We did it in the we did it in the March show just before the gallery, and it worked so well, we thought we'd do it again. This is for all our W's. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to answer a question. You are all in the giveaway automatically for being a YouTube channel member. Sometimes we give away real prizes like balls of wool. Sometimes it could be a gift voucher, and that's what it is. If you win today, you are getting 25% off anything from the shop. I will email you a special voucher, and then you can type it in and you can use it whenever you like across the whole of May. 25% off. My little gift to you as a channel member to say thank you. So here we go. Who's going to win? 25% off to all our channel members. Click to spin. Hopefully this works. Click to spin. Oh, I've got to hide all the things, haven't I? Yeah, I've got to hide the things because this is done with layers and I can't get to the wheel. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Who's going to get 25% off voucher to use online? It is Daniel. You've only just become a member. Well done. That's a cool prize. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. Can I cross that off? Oh yeah, there it is. Come back to me there. Daniel, send us an email. I don't have your email, I don't think. Send us an email and go, yay, I won. Obviously, you don't have to use the voucher. It is just something as a little treat. But you might think there might be something in the shop. Are you in the UK, though, Daniel? I don't know. You might be in America. And in that case, we might send you some yarn from America because I've got Fizz. Well, let us know. Congratulations, Daniel, wherever you are. And oh, Dana says your ears look slightly different. Those mum's ears. Oh, I think there might. Oh, I don't know. They might be the other side. So might be my dad's side ears. They're a bit big. I was called Prince Charles sometimes at school. Big ears. Oh dear. Hey, YouTube user, good to see you. Nice to have your company. There we go. So congratulations, Daniel. What a way to become a channel member that you go and win 25% off website voucher. You can type it in. I'll have to send it to you. And then you can type it in whenever. No rush to use it. You don't have to use it at all. Just nice to treat our W's. Right. Now we can sit back and relax. Just 20 minutes late. To the... Oh, we've got to do an ad first. Thanks, Fizz. Right. How do real telly people keep looking at their schedule and present at the same time? I just forget to look at it. So thankfully, Fizz just shouted in my ear. We're going to do an ad and then go into the gallery. So it's our chance to sit back, relax a bit, put your knitting down or your crochet down or whatever you're doing, and take a look at the work that has been made by so many people. Right, I'm going to do the ad first so we don't, because obviously you don't want to watch the ad while the gallery's going. So I'm going to press the ad button. Is that the ad button? Oh no, I can't press the ad button, Fizz, because I haven't enabled, and I don't think I can do it live. Oh, can I do it live? I did. Oh, I think we can. Hang on, everyone. Oh, let YouTube. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do it. I want to choose. There we go. Can I do it halfway through? No, can't do it halfway through. Dang it. No ads for you lot. That's okay. So let's just go straight to the gallery. We even did tech this on Friday. I didn't press a button. And we talked about it this morning, I know. Oh. Anyway, let's sit back and have a look at the wonderful work that you've made in April's gallery. sore topic, Fizz. We're not talking about the lava lamps. All the way through that. Where's your lava lamps? Where's Oh dear. That will be next month. I'm in my knitting mojo at the moment, Fizz. I know. Oh, Fizz has finished her lava lamps. All right, that means you're going to be in the gallery next month then, doesn't it? I even put myself in the gallery. Was that a bit too much for putting myself in the gallery as well as the show starter? Just a quick little thing before we go on to the patterns that bring you joy. Do you know, everyone, 20 years this month? It's YouTube's birthday, 20th birthday. What were you doing 20 years ago? Let us know in the chat. 20 years ago this month. What were you doing, Fizz? What were you doing 20 years ago? That's 2004. No, where are we? 2025. 2005. What were you doing in 2005, Fizz? Let us know in the chat. What were you doing? Say again. Oh, were you? Oh, wow. Fizz had just moved to California. How exciting. 2005, I just started teaching. I trained as a teacher in 1999 to 2000 and then started in September 2000. So I had 5 years through. I was a very young, fresh teacher. I wasn't even head of department at that point of view at the time. I was just a drama teacher. And YouTube didn't exist. And I'm just trying to. I just bit my lip. I'm just trying to think. We had hardly any computers in the teaching room either. I remember having Word, but we were still handwriting reports. They hadn't done them well enough for us to. I think we could do like a little tick, but we weren't typing them into the boxes. We had them printed out, and we would handwrite all the reports. Oh my Lord. 30 kids to a class, and I had about 10 classes. Oh my word. I don't miss those days. Ooh, 20 and YouTube, when I got into teaching, in my latter years, 2015, 2016, it was an invaluable resource because you would have it up, you would use it as a starter, you would have some cool videos there to show, you would have films from the National Theatre or whatever to show, or music. I would run music from YouTube through into the studio for like warm-up. So it would be brilliant. It was an invaluable resource to the teacher. If you didn't really want to plan anything, you could put on a YouTube film. Oh dear. What were you doing all those years ago? Let us know. Susan was teaching. Were you teaching? Teaching A. Teaching what? Teaching A. You were doing your PGCE. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, mine was September 99 to 2000. Where did you do yours, Anthony? And what were you doing your PGCE in? I can't. Did you tell me? Was it English? I can't. Oh no, tech. Oh, I've just made that up, I think. Margarita, you were working in Warsaw. Oh, I love it. Great. Oh, I had this afternoon when I was just doing stuff on the computer, I had Ministry of Sound on in the background. I love it. Emmy, 2005, having my second baby. Working as a stockbroker. Wowzers. Lovely. So your second baby's now 2005, 2002. Your little baby is well, they'll always be little, won't they? James says, I just about settled in at Bury St Edmunds. Wonderful. Dana, teaching. Oh, we've got lots of teachers. Didn't know this. Teaching elementary self-contained special educational aid. Oh, wow. And nice that you could have a small class, because I bet that was still hard work, even with 8 with all those different levels of differentiation. Jenny was teaching year ones. Susan was teaching as a reading specialist. Lovely. Anthony, Chester University, I did maths and... Oh, I was miles away. I clearly couldn't remember the message that you sent me. Lou, I was single, enjoying being a member of London Choir, singing in many venues. And abroad. Oh, beautiful. He's a grown ass. I love it. Oh, I've learned so much today from our followers. What do you all think of the gallery? Oh, nice for some. Oh, Emmy, look at that. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind. Absolutely, aren't there? So many talented folks. Speaking of talented, let me push this button here. Shameless plug. Untangled, the super talented Jimmy. I'm having an absolute ball doing our little Untangled show. Each week, I know, weekly, a little half-hour bundle of chatty goodness. I know, I've snuck that in, Fizz. Was that on the schedule by any chance? Or have I just snuck that in? In the end, all right. Oops. But Jimmy is super talented and I'm really having fun. We're talking about many things. If you haven't listened to it, where have you been? You can watch it on YouTube or you can listen to it on wherever you get your podcasts from. Spotify, Apple, all those other places that I don't think many people have heard of. We try and keep it audio based only, but the teacher and me just sometimes wants to bring yarn home and show it with desk cam. So a couple of weeks ago, we helped out, was it Sean? I think it was Sean, doing half fisherman's rib. And I brought the sample and we did it live on the show, which was great. So if you watch it, you actually can get an awful lot out of it, even though it's primarily an audio podcast to listen to on your way to work or taking the dog for a walk or hoovering. It'd be nice to know what the weirdest place... Where do you listen to your podcasts? Just let us know in the chat. In the bathtub, Fizz does. Do you? Do you have a certain one that you leave for the bathtub, Fizz? Like, I'm going to listen to that program in the bathtub. Let me know. Fizz, go on. What show is? What? You listen? No, I was going to say that's a... Hey, you watch Untangled, but you listen to something else, Fizz says. Oh, you like those? Oh, the Help I Sexted My Boss. Yeah. The really posh... what's his name? What's the posh one's name? I want to call him Andrew, but it's not Andrew. Oh, someone will let us know. But you like who do you like best? The cheeky one, the DJ, the ex. He's not an ex DJ, is he? He's ex Radio 1. You like the posh one. The gallery was good, and let's go back to me. And you were in it, Lou. Lou. Oh no, that's Lois. Sorry, Lois. Lou was in it. Yes, there we go. I'm getting my L's muddled up. Lovely seeing people's makes and seeing yours, Lou. And the poncho was great. I never realised that the lovely poncho from Hanjan Crochet, Hannah, the sleeves, I thought that was the jumper underneath. And then I realised from looking at Lou's pictures, like, that's all tied into the poncho. How cool is that? Good to see you, Lois. I noticed that you were late in. Don't worry, no detention for you. Naughty Nick Sachs. Hey, good to have you here. You was an airline fueler. Oh, you was. So you've, like me, left teaching and gone on to do something else. How exciting. Emmy says, Naughty Knitting Sacks does the best bags. Really? Can we get a link for that quickly, Fizz, and have a look? That'll be a putting her on the spot there, possibly. Fran, I had just joined the NHS. All right, so that was pretty full on then for you. Oh, and Emmy's purchased a few. Jenny says, I'm loving Untangled, learning a lot, troubleshooting and enjoying the chat. You complement each other really well. Oh, that's nice to know. I'm really enjoying chatting with him. We're getting a bit more relaxed. I'm getting a little less showy DJ-y and just enjoying the chitter chat. And in fact, many people have said they like it when we do our whips project. In fact, doing the Untangled show has kept me and my knitting mojo going too, and my crochet. Jenny is a watcher on YouTube. Oh dear. James, she's a professional. She's not in the bath while she's producing the show. Though she can do 5 things at once. I'm sure she could probably do that, but no. Let's think of the electricity and the two don't really mix there, do they? No, don't. You're right. You don't need to go in there. Dear, brilliant. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna look, click. I'm having a look at Naughty Knitting Sacks right now because I didn't know. We're all doing it, aren't we? We're all. I can click. Ooh, lovely. And Naughty Knitting Sacks, you are based in Georgia. Lovely. Oh, there you go. Always nice to celebrate other people. And we're also going to be celebrating another member in the news section, which I think we've got to go to because we're talking to... Oh, are they? Oh, what? Oh, they're naughty. Are they? I haven't got to those ones then. I haven't scrolled far enough. Oh, okay. Oh, like naughty as in private parts naughty. Oh. Fizz just said it in my ear. Okay, yes, absolutely. A warning there for for those who clicking on the link. Have a bit of a giggle. Okay, patterns that bring us joy. Thank you, Naughty Knitting Sacks. Actually, and Papa's loves the bags too. Oh, if you know, you know. Oh, do they? I'm loving this. I shall have a look whilst we're doing the crochet charts, which is coming up. But in the meantime, let's go. We've talked about what we were doing 20 years ago. Let's take a look at the patterns that bring you joy. First up is from Wendy. The patterns that bring me joy is the pattern Sienna by Erica Knight. And Wendy says it's such a simple design using Erica Knight's Studio linen yarn. Ooh, that is a nice linen. Used that before. It's great for summer and is quick to make. Just 2 pieces sewn together like this. I've made a few, including a sample for Erica. Ooh, Wendy. Really? Oh, brilliant. Shall we take a look at what it looks like? I've got to push another button. Oh, perfect for the summer. See, I'm liking that. You can see the drape there. And that excess ease will be lovely chucked over. You'd have a little vest top underneath. Yes, the lady in the... It does look nice, doesn't it, Fizz? Yeah. Oh, yes, Fizz says, watch out for the charts because there's one. Is it the knitting charts or the crochet charts, Fizz? Knitting. Watch out for the Slipover in there too. Right, there you are. Thanks, Wendy. And then the second pattern that brings me joy, is actually a generic set of patterns. Anne is saying to us all, check out Sam Sabido. Anne says, I have a very busy work schedule and it's me. relax. So shall we take a look at some of the patterns? I've just chosen 2 from Sam. Big crocheter, British crocheter as well. I've seen Sam several times on Sewing Street. Got the classic granny stuff, but also look at that jumper there, the green jumper with that cable. So your non-traditional, the stereotypical idea of crochet. So you've got both worlds there. So wonderful. There we go. Patterns that bring me joy. We would like to know your patterns that bring you joy. You can fill in a little form. Fizz has put the link into the description. You just send us on that form, you just write your name and just tell us about a pattern that you just love and why you love it. Is it because of the layout? Is it because it has a tutorial link to it? What is it about that pattern? Is it because you just love it and you've knitted it 5 times and it fits so well? It could be one simple reason. We want to hear about it so we can promote it to everyone else, because there is nothing better than a pattern that you just love that you want to knit over and over again and have it in different colours. It's a bit like the Sophie scarf. All my ladies at the shop are knitting it. They love it and they're doing them all in different colours to suit a different outfit. It's wonderful. Okay, let's go on to do some news. And this is perfectly timed. Oh, no, we're not. Well, we might as well start with Brooklyn Tweed. Did it in the wrong order. Because I just seen TEXTILLIAN. Patrick has just popped in. We're going to be talking about Patrick in the next news item. But yes, news in brief. If you haven't already heard, we said it at the beginning. Brooklyn Tweed, a very, very well-known, famous pattern and yarn company in America. Co-founders are Jared and Luigi. If I just, what's this? Have I got their surnames written down? No, just Jared and Luigi. Jared Flood. I can't remember Luigi. But they are, yeah, they are founders and co-founders. They started as patterns and then boom, of course, you just explode and people loved Jared's work. Jared then developed and naturally went into producing yarn, sourcing American wool at American mills, producing it, dyeing it, and then coming up with loads of brands that many of us still here in the UK have enjoyed, and I know many of you Americans have loved it. Classics such as Shelter. What was the one you were talking? Quarry. Thanks, Fizz. They've done some beautiful yarns. Always championing American made and American yarn and American fleece. But they just said, where did I write it? They just said it's come to the time where they just want to change. So they're going back to just doing patterns, and they to what do they say, to fully explore their personal creative paths for the future and to seek space to explore new ideas. They've got a massive blog post, so you can read more about why they've decided to stop it, but it is that. It is, I can understand that. You want to try new things, and I can understand how much work producing yarn. I only do one collection every year, and that in itself is huge. But they're doing commercial where you've got to keep pumping them out, you've got to keep doing the colours, you've got to then come up with new brands as well every year. I can understand the work involved. But they're going back to their creative roots of pattern creating. And Jared has done some stunning patterns, hasn't he, Fizz? Yeah. You can check them out on Ravelry too. Fizz has got all the links in there too. So that one was... Oh, which one was that news? I think that was number 3. You can see I've got that in the wrong order. Let's go back to number 1. Oh, there's... No, we're going to go to number 4. With James. Look at the amount of hats there, James. Look. Yeah, sorry, Fizz. My buttons are all out of sync. Oh, and then Brooklyn Tweed is still showing. Oh, let me sort. I don't know. Let's sort my buttons out. Is that? Oh no, it's all. What is it? It's because I copied and pasted James's pictures into the wrong one. I'm blaming. I'm blaming James now. Oh, and there's Textillian's. Oh Lord. Where's Patrick's? Oh. This is, I've got too many buttons. Why won't that disappear? Oh, sorry everybody. This is just a mess. We're gonna go to no more yarn. No, that's not that one either. There we go. We're going to go to Magnificent Crochet or Mine Crochet and not Minecraft. Did you see it? The Minecraft movie? Was it your thing? Well, crochet may be your thing. And if you didn't see it, it was all over Lion Brand's website and social media last week as they were going around promoting the new movie. Yeah, there you are. You've got Jason Momoa there and Jack Black. Now, if you cast your mind back to last year, Jason was sporting some crochet work from Tosha of Treat Yourself Crochet. Well, she went and made him another one, and because they were doing the Minecraft movie, she went and made Jack Black one too. How cool do they look? There's loads of stuff online. Jason, I think they did a bit to camera and Jack was talking about it and how cool it was. So it's wonderful, really promoting the crochet. And they do look really good. Jason looks really good in this another black and white one that she did for him. Emmy says, I literally died when I saw this. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just so good to see. And they look really cool. Really cool. So that's lovely. Oh, why won't that go? Oh, there we go. So that's good. Right. Ugh, I've got to try another button. Which, yeah, push a button and see. Oh, we're back to... Where are we going now? We don't want to go back to... How do I get rid of Brooklyn Tweed? Oh, we're back to Minecraft. Oh, let's go to Patrick. Patrick, you should have been the first on. Good to see you. TEXTILLIAN has popped in. And it was almost perfectly timed. Oh, let's move that. It's quite small, isn't it? Don't worry. Not a problem at all, because we're just about to talk about you. On the 1st of May, Patrick TEXTILLIAN gets to release a brand new pattern, which you can find on Ravelry and wherever. Go onto Instagram, look at TEXTILLIAN's profile. Some fabulous pictures. This is it. Trajectory. Out on the 1st of May. Do you like brioche? You can see all those lines. You can see that name, perfect name for it. And if I go, ooh, wish me luck, Fizz, as I try and find another picture. Button. There we go. Look at that. Look at those lines and then that swooping down. That's going to be gorgeous to do brioche-wise. And the colour, look at that colour of those... of the yellow and the navy into the grey. Wonderful. We try and be current with the news. Well, we're like ahead of current, aren't we? This is not even out yet. 1st of May. So we try and support all our followers and our watchers. Support Patrick. Take a look at his pattern. If it takes your fancy, go and buy it. That's what it's all about. It's beautiful. Say again, Fizz? Now I've got to find James. I know. Now to find James. Right, the news button. So Patrick should have been number 1. Will that hide? No. Oh, That's just giving me nightmares. the owl over Turi. Oh no, the crochet is still there. This is what you get when you have too many buttons. Brooklyn Tweed is haunting me. Right, where's James? We've got the... Oh, there it is, at last. Are you still here? It's good telly, this, isn't it? Yes, the 2025 Shetland, and then he said Scottish. Need a swig. Shetland Wool Week hat pattern is out, ready for you to make it over the coming months, ready for Shetland Wool Week later on in the year. I have no idea how you say that in how it sounds like in Scottish, but it's basically, I presume it's all over. Is that right, James? Maybe you can give us some insight to that, because James has knitted not but one, not two, not three. He's knitted 4 of them in a matter of 4 weeks. It was only released not even less than that 3 weeks ago. It's a very classic pattern, especially compared to last year's fun pattern with the ram's sheep's head in it. And it's very sort of classic with Fair Isle, with the colours. There's 8 colours used, like Fair Isle, 2 at a time, but 8 colours throughout. And James has done them. So that's what they're saying was the original. If you buy the pattern, that's the one you'll see in the pattern. But let's take a look at James's one. If we get rid of that and that. So he's done a grey one. He's done one in his shop colours, purples and pinks. And then he's done, oh, get them in the right order too. That's the classic colourway. And then I like that colourway. It's like purpley red, isn't it? But with that teal and that very soft butter colour. Beautiful. So well done, James. Fizz. I think he's just a big show-off, don't you? 4! Goody, James. Oh dear. Brilliant work, absolutely. I think you, after all your work, or your phenomenal work with doing your New Zealand, your Te Hupanui and your Wairarapa weekend, you deserve to put your feet up and knit, and you've powered out 4 of them. And now you're around Denmark having a glorious time. Really nice. Let's go. So that's, that's the news. We got there in the end, didn't we? We're just ironing out a few technical difficulties of the news. You might have noticed sometimes the news doesn't appear. Well, that's because there's no news. But there was quite a lot of news this month. What are we saying? Susan, never apologise, Stuart. You do too much to make... Oh, that's good. I'm pleased. You're very, very welcome. It's lovely to be able to celebrate people who keep coming back to watch and support my shop, to then send people to go and support you too as a designer. So if that floats your boat, click on the link or share the link with someone who might do, and then they can go and buy. Most important, buy. James says Trajectory is a brilliant name for a pattern with that. Absolutely. I love the colours. Yeah, definitely. And James going beautiful hats. Bravo. I love this. Yeah, isn't it? There's not a ripple in sight there. James is a pro, absolutely pro. James, how are you doing it? Just out of interest, let us know in the chat. How are you doing your colour work? Are you doing British, English throwing and dropping, picking up the new colour all in your right hand? Or are you doing like me with 2 in your left, continental right? Let us know. Kiwi James says, thank you, I'm a much better knitter than... Well, I thought they were both good. I quite liked those angles that you were putting out there. Right. We're coming up. Yeah, we've only got 5. We tend to know. We just need to. Should we do, Fizz? Do we just say it's a 90-minute show rather than a 60-minute show? Because I don't think it's as. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we just go for 90 because even when I try and rush, it's still 90, isn't it? And I think, well, should we just ask the viewers? They're all here. Actually, do you mind 90 minutes? I don't really want to go over 90 minutes. We don't very rarely go over 90 minutes, do we, Fizz? But 90 minutes does feel a bit more natural. It means we can talk about things but not go on too long where you then get a bit bored. So, but it's enough time to give a topic its air, ready to then move on to another topic. So if you like 90 minutes, we'll stick with 90 minutes. But if too many of you say you prefer 60, well, we'll just chop things out. Fizz just went, chop things out? How very dare you? I don't think I talk that much, do we? I don't think we go on. The teacher in me can sense if I've talked too long about a certain topic and I naturally want to move on. 3.5 hours. That's a long time. Yeah, I couldn't do that. That is. Oh, Dinky says, I love the longer shows. Oh, cool. 90 minutes is fine by me. Okay, that's 2. Fizz, write all these down. Susan says 90 minutes is great. Oh, wonderful. 90 better than right. Exactly. Oh, hello, Fern's mum. It's good to have you. Yeah, sometimes I'm a bit conscious of then you plough through it and then it's no good to anyone because you then can't connect. And that's the thing, isn't it? You could do a 60-minute show if it was recorded because you could just boom, boom, cut. You could, when you're rewatching it, you go, oh, I'm waffling there. Cut that. But the whole point of live is this bit. So I do like coming, chatting to the live chat because that's what makes live streaming so exciting. You get instant reaction. And it's getting that balance, isn't it? That I know people do watch on catch up. Hello, if you're watching on catch up. Jane watches on catch up. It's not too frustrating. I'm going to talk to you now, Jane. It's not too frustrating me going to the chat and then come back. You don't feel left out. I hope you don't feel left out. I don't think so. Dana, love it. And I'm loving that you're here for all of it. Wendy, now what was I going to, was that Wendy? Now, what am I thinking of? I've just had deja vu, really weird deja vu. I have nowhere to go. Why am I getting deja vu with Wendy? Did you send me something, Wendy? Or did I read a message? No, did I reply? I can't remember. I don't know whether I chatted to Wendy somewhere else yesterday or the week before. Weird deja vu. Fran says 90 minutes. I too enjoy the longer shows. Class. Patrick, 90 minutes. Can always do a catch up. Great. Love the flow. Talking like an input. That means a lot. Absolutely. All the best. Are they? And that means there are other best knit shows. Margaret, do tell. Who are the ones that are in the 90-minute zone? I'd love to know. I always like finding new people out. Good to have you here too. No, I did not send you anything. Oh, now I'm intrigued. Why have I got deja vu there? Deja vu. Oh, that's a title for a feature, Fizz. Deja vu stew. Deja stew. It's no. That's I just realised. That would have been a great feature, but it's just reminded me where I've got it from. Does anyone else like it? I like Vernon Kay, but when Gary Davis comes on and takes over whilst Vernon's on holiday, does anyone else like Gary a little bit more? I really, really love Gary. There's something about him and his manner, and he does deja vu, and he goes deja vu and deja vu too. But we could have deja stew. You've got to work out the feature. What would the feature be with that though? Let us know in the chat. So there's your feature title, Deja Stew. What would actually the feature be? You've got to design it. I've given you the title. You design the feature, and then we'll have it on the show. Right. Which charts are we doing, Fizz? I've got to check my schedule. Oh, God, I'm miles behind. Look. Oh, it's even out of order, Fizz. Crochet. Okay. No, the producer's on schedule. We're going to do the crochet charts. So, what's hot right now? Oh, no. Fizz is saying, you ready? Oh, there it is. Battenberg, yeah? That's it. That's the one. Whilst everyone is writing in the chat, we're going to look at the charts for what's hot right now in the crochet world. Are we going to see crochet, Jason Momoa, treat yourself crochet in the charts? Oh, Fizz is saying, wait. Are you ready with your butt? Oh, Fizz just got kicked out of YouTube. Oh, right, she's ready. Here we go. Crochet charts, top 10, hot right now. So good. Fizz was just saying it'd be so good if you could just drag and drop into the chat as a moderator. That needs to be suggested. That's a brilliant idea rather than typing it in. I was looking through the chat there, Margarita. I will quickly whiz past your message. It did make us giggle. Those lava lamps. They haven't moved either. They're still there. Susan, which one was yours? Oh no! Or did she not do it? No, I don't think she did it. Did you do it, Susan? My chance to try and get out of this. Oh yes, Susan. Fizz tells me you were doing the one block wonder. Right, where's Fizz's one? Here it is. I will do it. But you're right. Great idea for Deja Stew. Oh dear. What have we got? Must be old whips. I think that would be because you're coming back to them. You're like, oh, I'm getting deja vu of seeing that again. Emmy says, or that could be what you name the get. Oh, you lot are so clever. That's so clever. Deja stew, and how would you say it? Stew? Deja stew. Deja stew. Tongue twister itself. Flashbacks to each year's release of Lavenham Blue and checking out Stuart's. I know, I'm down with a slick look at the moment. I kind of like it like that, neat and tidy. Oh dear. Okay, enough of this already. Oh dear. Right, the knitting charts, the top 10 knitting charts. There is a cracker in there. If you like Crochet Beer, it's a beautiful cardie. And Fizz has also got her eye on number 2. Is that right? Number 2. Yeah, Spring Bliss. No? Oh, I'm looking at the crochet chart again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Extra Light Bright by Wool Pine. So look out for number 4 and number 2. Here come the knitting charts, hot right now. What do you think? Do you like it? There's some stunning ones there, aren't there? I was a little bit gutted that Alicia Plummer is still not in there. Did you see it earlier this week released? That has trumped my next make. So that's going to be my next make from Alicia Plummer. Looks lovely. But yes, the Kathy cardigan. By Rebecca Clow of Crochet Beer on YouTube. And then Fizz is loving Extra Light Bright by Wool Pine. Wendy, don't know why the haiku is back. I know, it's phenomenal. We've often said this, how patterns reappear. Maybe someone has mentioned it on a high profile YouTube account and therefore it's brought more eyes to it and they're clicking on it. Fizz says, at least it's not the ranunculus. That is true. Oh, there we go. It's 9:30, so that's here in the UK. So that's our 90 minutes. Excuse me. Right, class. Homework time now. Just a quick recap of things to do. If there's a pattern that you really love, we would love you to fill in the form for patterns that bring you joy. You don't have to do it. It's just a thought. Could be, you could have 5 minutes spare and you think, do you know what? I do love that pattern. I want to tell everyone about it. You could also do the Untangled podcast if you like listening to it. If there's something that Jimmy can help you with or I can help you with. If not, we can ask our wonderful YouTubers here. We've got a crochet question next week submitted asking for the best ways of doing crochet ribbing. I've only done it once and that's going through the back post. And I thought, I know a very good crocheter here of course, Emmy in the chat here. So I sent her a message saying, oh, what ways have you done ribbing in crochet? And I've got a wealth of answers back. So you lot are contributing to the podcast in many ways because you're like the hive mind asking you. And it's also nice to have crochet on too. So that's the untangled one. Obviously, don't forget, I would love your company as I tell this story. It's a 2-hour show. It's definitely 2-hour. I'm taking it with Fizz next Friday because I need to get my buttons right. I have got a lot of data to show, a lot of animations to show. And if you love looking back at old pictures, I have got so many. I am incredibly privileged to have met a gentleman, Ivor, who runs the museum of the regiment that my granddad was attached to in the Second World War. He was in the 15th Light Anti-Aircraft Regiment in the Isle of Man. I know. How? It's the way things go when you're signing up or when you're called, you get told where to go. But their museum is still going strong. I think it's because it was on the island, and of course there's going to be some, a real, how do you say it, camaraderie and an image of this regiment more than all the other regiments which just had general numbers and were around the UK. Because it was the Isle of Man, and because the Isle of Man being the Isle of Man just meant that they somehow stood out a little bit more. They've got loads of photos, and these are for some phenomenal photos of the lads all out on their guns. I've hunted through them. I haven't found any of my granddad yet. I found him in one in the whole regiment photo of several hundred guys there. But I'm now hunting through all the individual photos of his battery. And I've got loads of photos of the guys on the guns in North Africa. There's some great ones with bottles of beer and everything. So many, these what am I trying to say? These photographers, these war photographers that were going around have captured so many beautiful photos of the boys all together, posing on the trucks, posing on the guns, which I didn't know even they did. But they documented so much. So it would be lovely to go through those photos and just see them, celebrate what they were doing for our freedom 80 years ago. So it'd be lovely to have your company. If not, don't worry, spread the word to someone who may enjoy it. Otherwise, that's it. Are you still there, Fizz? I've gone off one, that's why. I would love your company. But if not, I'll see you in May for the next Woolpatch show, because it will be Woolpatch May. My God, January, February, March, April. It's nearly half the year gone already. Oh. Anyway, it's lovely to have your company. It's been great fun in the chat. It's been wonderful. And if you've been watching on catch up, I hope it's also enjoyable. Fizz, thanks. We're going to go out with our closing credits, and you'll get to see everyone who is a Woolpatch supporter too. As always, we have them at the beginning and at the end to say thank you very much. It's been a lovely Sunday evening, afternoon or morning with you all. See you next month, or on the Tuesday in a week and a couple of days' time. See you. Bye.